realize that they've succeeded, that they could get, because condemnation from the West has been total, and yet in Africa it's fragmented and so on, because people are thinking of interest and self-interest, and that's why Senegal didn't vote for it.
North Korea?
I mean, North Korea is you know, North Korea is almost a country that if you told somebody that a country like this existed, they'll be like, no, you know, a country where, you know, there's only ever been one ruling family, and you know, the people there are taught that this family were somehow chosen divinely, even though religion is banned in the country, but somehow God chose this family to rule over them, and you know, all they ever get. So the second most powerful person is the leader's sister, you know, after him, you know, and of course eventually he'll probably be succeeded by his son, and so on. It will stay in the family. But North Korea is,
I think
where does this leave this war now, this resolution passed by the UN? Will this in any way change what is happening now?
No, it won't. I mean, because
I doubt that.
you know, I mean, and what's been interesting also is that the way the kind of total condemnation of the invasion, and somebody posted something, said that, you know, when the West invaded Iraq, they called it liberation. When Russia goes into Ukraine, it's an invasion. You know, nobody said, oh, we're invading Iraq or we're invading Libya or anywhere else. It's always liberation. So there's a kind of hypocrisy
ongoing
that's always been there. So, you know, Russia are kind of looking at that, and they can point to those examples. Where it leaves us, well, Russia will obviously take over Ukraine, but the fight that's been put up by the Ukrainians tells us that they will not be able to have a quiet time there. And our colleague, one of our camera colleagues, who I think is here, they were talking about the strength of the Russian army. And I said, well, when it was still the Soviet Union, they invaded Afghanistan and they got their butts kicked and they left. The Taliban defeated them. So for all the great might that they have, they don't always have things their own way, and that might be the case now.
All right, they got their butts kicked.
They did. good and proper.
Yes. So moving on, let's go back to the Parliament before we leave you, because here it says that no public scrutiny for candidates in the 2022 parliamentary election, and this is said by the IEC CEO, that there will be no public scrutiny as in the presidential, obviously, resources.
I was going to say, you know, if you look at the EU report, it talked about, it said the remit that has been given to the IEC is beyond what it can deliver. Really, its mandate is too wide. And can you imagine 53 constituencies, and you're having to scrutinize candidates in the same way, independent candidates, party candidates, and so on. It just cannot happen. You know, you'd need a year just to do that, and there isn't the time and there aren't the resources. And that's just being realistic. You know, I think.
And I understand they're expecting perhaps more than 100.
Well, that's right.
The contest.
Especially independent candidates.
Well, yes, because we've been hearing about people who were not chosen by certain parties, saying that they're going to, you know, contest as independents.
And that makes it more interesting for all the political parties. I mean, the selection committee really have to be very careful, because parliamentary election is different from presidential election. Somebody might vote for the president, Barrow, in the last election, but when it comes to parliamentary election, if you select somebody who is not the people's choice, who people think is not qualified to represent them, then there's going to be a crisis.
And we also have to remember, this election is not general. This is in bits, in constituencies. So, you know, things can change.
Some people call it family election because people know each other. So it's more about,
It is. And Mr. Ade, just to let you know, we were able to we managed to convince a young person on this program to run for parliament. Can you remember that community called Yelalbade Kumbaya, which they do not have water.
That's right.
They do not have electricity, and also they do not have school facilities. So a representative came here. So we asked him, how do you think, I said, how do you think you can change this? He said, maybe get into politics, but he wasn't sure. I'm like, go ahead, do it. So he called, and I gave him the option of communicating to the National Youth Council and other bodies to help him when it comes to his preparations. And he's able to do it now.
I think it's important.
For me,
I mean,
although we're not like directly,
exactly, but all the parties, all the parties will ensure that, you know, they select people who are the choice of the people of those constituencies. And this applies to across all the board. Even the NPP shouldn't take the advantage that the ruling party and think they can just put in any candidate and ask people to vote for that party. No, it's not going to happen.
And also, so I think what we can hold the president to, he said that I want to have a youth-led future government. So it will be interesting to see what the selection criteria is in his policy and in his party. And honestly, I'm saying to all the parties, this is your opportunity to women and youth, choose them suitably qualified ones to run for your party.
Yeah, if you
the future belongs
choose
to them.
Then we know you weren't telling the truth.
That is just words.
Yeah, that's just you lied to us. That is what it means. Nothing more, nothing less. Because you can't tell us that and not do it, you know, just to get our votes. And that is why you always talk about the fact that we should ask questions.
Ask tough questions, And before we end, just to say, I was really impressed.
DR Congo.
Exactly.
DR Congo. It's back from DR
You're right.
Kinshasa, by the way.
DR Congo. I wonder why for real they don't have that. But we discussed it.
So two Congos, DR Congo, sometimes called Congo Kinshasa, and the other is Congo Brazzaville, and there's just the River Congo between them. So, you know, people kind of travel quite a lot. But what impressed me was when the president went and the huge Gambian community that was there surprised me.
Wow.
I mean, I could have called many other countries I would not have thought that there was, and he talked about how impressed he was at how organized they were, how some of them have got businesses and they're employing Congolese and so on. Really impressed, and we need to dig more into that because
we should.
That one just blew me away.
Yeah, maybe Ali,
he talked about the areas that they intend to cooperate with Congo, talk about the issue of energy, electricity, I mean the timber trade.
So Ali, I guess your question is answered on his report on that day. It was like, why Congo? Why the Democratic Republic of Congo? And just the fact that there are a lot of Gambians there is worth visiting. Because it's your people.
And the president was really pleased when he went there. And you said, you know, lots of areas of cooperation. And in case anybody's wondering, Congo, they have a lot of electricity. They can sell it to other countries. And you could fit every single country in Western Europe into Congo and still have space left. Every country in Western Europe,
in terms of area,
Spain, Portugal, Italy, but all of them, they will fit into Congo and there will still be space left.
So it wasn't a mistake for the president to go to
there. I think sometimes we're quick, as Gambians, we're quick to react to everybody. It's normal, quick to react to anything that the president does. But also, when you're a president, what do you expect? You know, some of these things must happen.
They have to happen.
Because we've seen so many people have taken to the social media asking about his frequent travels. So perhaps he should stop traveling. Or Mr. Adi, what do you think?
No, I think presidents need, because for example, but the interesting thing is, because when we were speaking about it before he went, I was one of those ones who said, you know, maybe you could have, you know, virtual things. But imagine for the Gambian community in the Congo to meet your president in the flesh.
It's good.
Can't do that virtually.
No.
And no Gambian leader has ever been there to visit them in DRC.
Look at that.
You know, money can't buy that. So,
and we all know that feeling, you know, meeting your president.
And the president meeting you guys who are there, who hold on to, you know, your Gambian community values. You are still identifiably Gambian there. It's fantastic.
Ali, you're always with the president, so please don't try to pretend like, oh, that feeling. You already know the feeling. So
no, I mean, like, you know, are you from home in another country?
But you already know the feeling. You're always around him.
Like you are away in another country, and then you have your president visiting that country and having that interaction with him, trying to raise your concerns directly, telling him this is what we are facing. For them, is important.
But for me, what I would love is for the people who went with the president, for us to contact them and say, how can we link up with that Gambian community there and get them to do some news reports or some programs about what they're doing there, how they're getting on. It should be
important, because like we did when we went to Sierra Leone, you meet the main community there, you know, talk to them, and you know, it's important.
So I think that is all we have time for.
What?
Yes, and hey, it's 10:45.
It's already. I know. It's all
By the way, sports, Chelsea up for sale.
Yes, if we have time for it. I mean, Chelsea.
What do you think?
Abramovich has been forced to sell his stake in Chelsea because the British newspapers have been trying to get him to condemn Vladimir Putin, and he's refused to do so because they're friends. So he's not going to do it. But it's always been interesting that he's managed all the other billionaires who became billionaires at the same time as Abramovich. Half of them are in jail. And the reason half of them are in jail is because they dared to say, I'm going to contest the presidency against Vladimir Putin. And suddenly, these guys who had never been troubled were suddenly found to have been corrupt and have bribed people and so on. And so there's always been this suspicion, oh, why has he not touched Abramovich? Well, because Abramovich has never said he wants to stand for president, so he's just left him alone. But he's refused, and so now he's indicated, he said publicly that he is going to sell because it's becoming a bit toxic now. All the British press are saying he should be investigated, he should be sanctioned. They've been saying that for years, but it's now intensified because of Ukraine. So we're back with Ukraine, and that's what's led to it.
And he's asking for $3 billion.
He'll get it. I mean, he's put in more than that into the club. I mean, the money he's put into Chelsea, he will never get back, even if he was chairman for another 150 years. It's just too much money. And it took Chelsea from being a kind of an okay club in London to being kind of regular champions. They become European champions. They're now world champions. So without his money, that would have not happened. It went before he took over. They had not won the Premier League or the top division in England for 50 years. And now we think of Chelsea as being one of the regular contenders.
Are you Chelsea? You're telling us a lot. Are you Chelsea?
No, I lived there. I lived like 2 minutes walk from their ground. So from Stamford Bridge.
Okay, you have blue on, I'm not sure.
No,
blue is the color.
Blue is the color.
We're both Man U.
Oh, you're both Manchester. For me, I'm Manchester too because it's
the greatest club ever, Manchester United.
For me, I don't know the players, but it's just Manchester because it's cool. You guys have a lot of hype. Manchester United fans have hype.
Because
you guys are so classy.
It's the club.
Thank you. I'm glad you said it and not us.
So classy though.
I'm so unlike other clubs.
I
mean, who's the manager of Manchester?
Of Manchester?
Yes.
Keeler. I knew this guy.
No, he's not there anymore.
Mariam is asking
that guy, a lot of controversy on social media. What's the name again?
No, he's not there
What's
anymore.
his name again?
You're talking about Jose Mourinho.
No, there's another one. There was controversy.
No, long time. The most controversial guy we've had recently was Jose Mourinho, but he's long gone.
He's not there. But anyway, I know Manchester, and I know Messi, I know Cristiano Ronaldo, and I know Neymar.
No, she's saying the footballers she knows.
No, the footballers I know.
The footballers she knows.
I know
that overrated player,
Mbappe.
That overrated player.
I like him because he's so nice. Yeah, he's so cute.
Well, at least you could name 3 world.
Exactly, Cristiano Ronaldo. I think he's the GOAT. Messi is not the GOAT. He's the GOAT. Cristiano is the GOAT.
That's a whole different program.
Cristiano.
And in case anybody's watching and they're talking about sheep and goat, no, we're not. We're talking GOAT, G-O-A-T, greatest of all time.
What is GOAT? What does
greatest of all time, GOAT.
Anyway, thank you so much, Mr. Ali, for joining us. We promised we will close this show at 11, and now it's 10:49.
Oh, no.
I don't think that's possible.
I think we have to go beyond.
So we'll go for a short break, and when we come back, we'll have a representative from Q Money, and we'll be talking about the partnership between Q Money and Rare. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Light. From the beginning of time, light has been there.
It is integral to our survival and to our way of living.
We need light to work,
to build,
to grow things, and even to see our loved ones.
Light makes things easier and better.
So QCell has changed the way you buy Q-Power to make it easier and more accessible.
You can now access the same service quickly and get your cash power tokens instantly with the new QCell Q-Power code.
To light up your world, simply dial *363#.
With the touch of your fingers,
with ease and convenience from the comfort of your home or office,
you can bring light into your world instantly with *363#.
Q-Power, lighting your world.
QCell Sunyabus.
We innovate, others follow.
Q Money, the biggest mobile money service in the Gambia, has taken mobile banking to the next level. Now, you can link your Q Money wallet with your bank account. Yes, link your Ajib or EcoBank accounts with your Q Money wallet and get instant access to your cash anytime. No need to queue at the bank anymore. Transfer funds from your bank account to your wallet or your wallet to your bank account using Q Money Bank Link is the fastest, most secure and convenient way to transfer funds between your wallet and bank account. For more information, call our customer care on 133. Q Money, Sunyu Kalpe. Terms and conditions apply.
right, welcome back from that break. If you're just tuning in, you're watching QTV this morning. I'm Jennifer Sonko and I'm here with my co-host Aliu Cisse. So Aliu, on social issues today, we'll be taking a closer look at Q Money as a company, as well as its new partnership with Rare. So we are joined by a representative from Q Money here. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. Looking forward to having an interesting conversation about just what Q Money is about, the benefits that the public can get from it, and a lot more. But to start with, let's talk about why Q Money? Why mobile money? Is it because technology is evolving and people are tired of handling cash, or why? Why do you think it's important? And Gambia as a country, as a developing nation, why the need for us to have mobile money?
Thank you very much, Jennifer, for that wonderful question. I am Ismail Amani. I represent Q Money, as you rightfully say. Talking about Q Money, I think I have to be very brief and precise, because the services and products that we are able to do, well, if I want to talk about all that here, I will spend the whole day here.
Okay.
Yes. As technology evolves, we have to move along with it. Okay. And these are the latest technology of the current. Okay, dealing with the physical cash, we all know the risks that are involved, because you have the physical cash with you, it's an attraction, either to the bad ones or to the good ones, but, with the introduction of this mobile money service, this will enable you to have any amount of money in your mobile wallet. It makes it easier for customers and beneficiaries to deal with their finance, through electronics or digital service, because like I say, instead of having to deal with the physical cash, you just have to insert everything in your phone. This makes life easy for you. For instance, also it's a service that would make like the financial dealings and transactions easier for you and I, especially the customers, because you are able to do a lot of services and products as well. Talking about the services, once you have this service, you are able to do to buy Q Power, especially. That's my favorite. I start with that because it's my favorite, And also, you're also able to buy credit from the mobile app, the mobile phone. Previously, people always wonder how to utilize or how to use these services without having to deal with the physical cash. But this is a technology where you don't even need to walk along with the physical cash. You have everything in your phone, and it doesn't matter what type of a phone that you have, whether it's Android, analog, Chinese, Korean, whatever type of a phone that you have. So long as you are able to call in and out with the phone, you are able to use that phone to do the service with. And in talking about the products, you are able to buy, from using your Q Money wallet. You can buy fuel with it, not having to deal with the physical cash, like I say. You can even buy, you can go to the grocery stores like Hewal, you can use your mobile phone to buy goods from the Hewal grocery store, so it makes life easier for you. And then safety, security, so long as, we are very well concerned with that aspect. Because once you have your money in your wallet, mobile wallet, so long as you don't tell nobody how much money you have in your wallet, nobody will know it. Yes, or because the PIN is the secret code that gives you, the user, the only access to have, the only person to have access to this wallet. If you don't tell anybody your PIN, and I don't advise anybody to be telling people your PINs, so you can have access to your phone, to your money directly. Yes.
Yeah, so let's talk about B-Link. I think the B-Link, for me, it's one of my favorite services that Q Money has, considering that you can link your bank account to your Q Money wallet. Let's talk about that a little bit, because sometimes you get stuck and your Q Money wallet's empty. So, and then you have a chance to actually connect the two and transfer money from one to another.
Interestingly, I said Q Money is my favorite, but when we start talking about B-Link...
No, B-Link is my favorite. I already chose it, so it's the no-go.
So I'll leave it with you.
Leave it with me.
Okay, no problem. Okay, our favorite, partially. I'll be part of it.
Yeah.
Okay, B-Link is very, very interesting. And in fact, it makes a lot of complicated financial activities very easy. Because talking about the B-Link, we all know banks have operational and closing times. You go to the bank at 4 o'clock, banks, the tellers have no time for you because that's their closing time. But with the help of this B-Link, you are able to transfer your money from your bank account to your Q Money wallet. So at any given time that the bank closes, whether the bank closes or the bank opens, you have no problem, because you can easily transfer your money from your bank account into your Q Money wallet. This makes life very easy. And you can as well transfer from your Q Money wallet, like if you send me money, maybe you can try that after. You can send me money. I can easily transfer from my Q Money wallet, and then transfer it to my...
You mean can I send you money?
$100 sa man bés boobu dama ko forcé ma ne ko $100 bi duma la ko delloo. nay la def nay jaaranka bi xam nga ñun ñoomin kay ñun we are kings and queens. ñun pour ñu génnee xaalis pour ma génnee xaalis may la ko du dara si man waaye jaaranka yi ñoo strand.
Boy loolu dëgg la.
dëgg la.
dañ ñëw pour hustle ñun dañ ñëw pour hustle ñoom pour party.
waaw ñun de ñoomin ka lañ we are kings and queens so ñun daal ñu ngi nii.
Yes.
Léegi. Let's rule it here.
Okay.
After this show,
yeah,
I want to see who will prove who wrong.
Exactly. Okay. I mean, you're still thinking about issue of the billing, transferring money from your Ajib account or any other account like EcoBank to Q Money account. Let's now look at the issue of the partnership between Q Money and RIA. 6 months ago, you launched this partnership. Why?
In fact, I was coming there. It's my new baby. I love this RIA service, you know, because for us, we try to, I always say this, we always try to make the impossible possible. Because previously, if you tell anybody that, hey, you're going to sit somewhere and somebody will send you money from England, from US, from Europe, and then you'll automatically receive it on your phone. You know, the guy might tend to wonder if you are okay or not. But it's happening. This is why I always say that we always try to make the impossible possible. Right. Because previously, if you think that way, you will never be, you know, you'll have to think otherwise. But now, this is service we are in, you know, we look into it, and we've seen to it that, you know, it's a demand, you know, and for us, our main concern and priority is the customer's demand and their satisfaction. And these are things that they put forward, that they need these services. You know, we have a lot of services, probably maybe when next I come, you know, we'll touch all those. But this one, you know, is something that we realize that customers are in need of it. And it always makes it difficult for people, especially in the rural areas. You know, even here as well, it affects us. Because talking about the RIA, people find it very difficult to send, you know, money down here. You know, because always, you know, there are a lot of challenges attached to that. You know, you go to the Bureau de Changes, probably they might have no network. You go to the Bureau de Changes, they might tell you we are out of cash. You go to the Bureau de Changes, they might tell you that there's no light. So all that you have to do, you have to be going in, out, in. And with regards to the use of this service, it makes it very easy for you. All that you can do is, you need your first QCell number. That is the QCell number 3 or the number 5. I call it the king of all networks, So you need this number 3 or the number 5 to be able to enjoy this privilege, right? And your number and your name that is registered on that SIM card. For instance, if I am Ismaila Mane, that's my name. I'm not going to say if I'm Ismaila, I'm Ismaila Mane, and I don't have to give you my name as Is, you know, because that's my nickname, even though people know me with Is, but I don't have to use my name as Is Mane. I should give you my name as Ismaila Mane, because that's the name I registered my SIM card with, and with my number 3 or the number 5, right? So these are the figures that will qualify ones to be able to have access to the RIA service. But then if you want to use another number, you will not be qualified, because there you go. The money will be sent, but you will not be receiving. You will not receive the money. So first, you need to give your QCell number. No, in fact, that's 2. First, you need to go get this number 3 or the number 5. You have to go get it, because I always say this, you know, it belongs to you. That
it is for free.
It's free.
It's for free.
You know, in fact, I spell it F-R-E-E. You know, so I always tell people, you know, go get this number 3 or the number 5. It belongs to you that is watching. It belongs to you that is listening. This number 5. Yes, new boss, our boss. So
how reliable?
You know,
how reliable is this? You already talked about some services not being reliable, considering if there's no electricity or something is happening, you go in and out. Nga duga digi na wa dama buga halis mom. Lolu mom diga diga.
Ask it how reliable.
Wow, dama buga man buga na man sing ma waré sen halis mu reliable. Time bu ma ko soxlé mu ñew time bu da fu bum cang.
Gis nga
suma halis du cang fen.
Do is jero.
Suma halis du cang fen man dafa ñew on time. Wow.
Talking about reliability. Gis nga lolu ñun lolu. Reliability la, fast, convenience, and safety. We empower that. Because lolo is our main concern. You know, dealing with money, this is why we even advise all our users to make sure that even their SIM cards are registered in their names. Right? Not me giving my SIM card to my wife and my wife on a cash card and my name is there. We want to make sure every user of Q Money, you're registered your own SIM card, your SIM card is registered in your own name. It doesn't matter who you are or who the person is to you. Right, all this is just because of the reliability. Okay, talking about the RIA service also, the reliability also, you go to the, let's say you go to the RIA, the Bureau de Change, or let's say for instance the bank, and we all know when it comes to emergency is not even time related, because time is on its own paved way and the emergency is on its own line. So if you have emergency, time is not there for you. All that you need is your money, how to get your money. You know, even if somebody's singing a song around you, you don't even want to hear that. You know, all that you need is your money. It's pointing you. Right? Okay. And then talking about the time into consideration, you know, you have just this money sent into your international wallet. You know, somebody out there is in Europe. You know, you're just sending your money. You receive the money in your wallet immediately. You know, just seconds, just within the twinkle of an eye, you just receive this money. Right. All that you need to do is walk into the nearest customer care, QCell customer care, wherever it is close to you.
Where can you withdraw your money?
Wherever you think it's close to you, just walk in there. Take your own time. You don't even need to go through that hassle and stress to say there's no money, you run out of cash, there's no power whatsoever. Walk into the nearest customer care, or even call the nearest agent that is close to you, because sometimes the customers and the agents, they build that trust relationship. So sometimes they can easily call them to come to their aid. Or if you can just want to do a little exercise, you can just walk into the agent. You know, anywhere you see the Q Money authorized agent, you are qualified to go in there and cash this money out. That is when it comes to into your international wallet.
Okay,
right?
so the international wallet is different from, for example, my wallet buma am right now locally.
Wow.
Danga wara ubi benen wala nakala?
No, fala buga nyo nisa.
Wow.
Once you have this Q Money wallet,
wow.
You are qualified.
Because man nama bari hamnane amna ñu bari ñu ma bëgga man ma ngi tok fi waye hamnane ñu bari ñu ma bëgga sen xaaliss man hamnane te man this is the only way ñu ma mo gëna gaaw li mo gëna gaaw pour ñu sen ma xaaliss wa parce que Aliou Cissé
xaaliss no
so fim nekk ni wax ma rek
si so excited about this
dama ubbi buma amé ni ndax dama wara ubbi benen su ko defé mu gaaw
jarul nga ubbi benen sax because this wallet that you have legi come like okay them like the QCell customer care, you've been there now right, and now they have registered your SIM card for you and now they have activated it for you. Now you have your QCell line registered in your name, you have your Q Money account activated. Now if Aliou is in England, probably he want to send you money,
for example.
Let's say Aliou, no, he will do it. Aliou, when you go, don't forget.
For example.
Okay, if Aliou is in England and he wanted to send you money, all that Aliou need from you is your name and your number 3 or your number 5.
Okay, so my Jainaba Sonko.
Jainaba Sonko, not Jay Sonko, the Jainaba Sonko.
Jainaba Sonko.
Yes.
Wow.
Or Jainaba dialogue.
Yeah. Good.
Jainaba in full.
Jainaba Sonko.
Oh, Jainaba Sonko.
Yeah, Jainaba Sonko, because Lulu nga register your SIM card. That's what you register your SIM card with, and that's what your name is. Your number. Yes, your number 3 or your number 5.
Does man need ID card wala lan?
No, once you register, because you have to register SIM card either with your ID card or your driver's license or your passport or your voter's card. Yeah? Once you register that, you don't even need that anymore. Because the only time you will need it is when you want to cash out your money, when you want to take this money out of your wallet.
Okay.
There are 2 things involved there. I talked about the international wallet, and you asked if you can either open another wallet for this international wallet or the normal wallet. Yes, once you have this Q Money wallet, you are entitled to this international wallet and your Q Money wallet. Now, automatically, yes. The difference here is that if Aliou send you money, if anybody send you money, you say, I'm using Aliou. For example, okay. If Aliou send you this money from wherever he is, Europe, England, America, probably, what he can do is, like I say, is your name and your number. Now you will receive this notification through your international wallet, because if you go to the the service menu, you will see the international wallet.
Right.
So what you can do is, you can either cash out from this international wallet without no charge. That is free of charge. It doesn't charge you, right? Or you can transfer it from your international wallet into your Q Money wallet. You understand? So it gives you 2 features at the same time. Either you cash out from your international wallet, or you can transfer it to your Q Money wallet to be able to give you access to all the Q Money services. There you can buy Q Power, you can buy Q Power for him, you can buy credit, you know, you can do all the rest of the Q Money services using this money from the international wallet that you've transferred to your Q Money wallet. And you can also equally transfer it from the Q Money wallet and send it to your bank account that we talked about, the bank link. You know, that is either Ajib Bank or the EcoBank account. So all these are possible. So once you have this Q Money wallet, you have access to your international wallet, and you also have access to your Q Money wallet, right? That is, you either cash out from the international wallet for free, F-R-E-E, like I always spell, right? Or you can transfer the Q Money wallet so you can easily have access to all the Q Money services.
Now, Ismail, I want to know, is there any amount if you want to withdraw your money? Like, do you charge any fee for withdrawing your money, or is you just going to collect your money?
That's what I'm saying. You know, we love free. And like I say, customer satisfaction is our priority. You know, taking this money from this international wallet is free. Nobody charges you. There's no charge attached. But If you only want to if you transfer this money from your international wallet and send it to your Q Money wallet, that one incur charges. That is, if you want to cash out the physical money, right? No, share it. It's just a normal transaction. Our normal transaction.
Normal fee.
Well, I want to know, because you keep talking about Europe, America. How about if you have somebody who is in Senegal and wants to send you money using RIA? Does that work?
Well, we have not covered those areas yet. You know, but you know, we are working towards that. You know, we are working towards.
But I know we have so many Gambians or maybe so many Senegalese living here who wants to receive money from Senegal.
I'm Senegal.
Yeah.
Ali, man sama xel bi dalut de.
So understand.
Man daal dama ko ne am na lu am Senegal.
Ali, you need to talk there.
No, so
Ali waxal.
No, moo tax maa ngi laajte saa de bu ko def am solo.
Kon dafa am lu
ñi nga xam ne am nañ ay mbokk Sénégal wala bugg a yónnee xaalis from Sénégal.
Okay, wax na mbokk. Okay. Yes, I'm glad. You said
Ali.
Waaye boobu war nga ko soraale nag.
Wow. Hanga right now, like I say, what we do is like we go in accordance to what the customers need. And these are a few of the things that we have gathered. You know, so and the RIA is a new baby. I call it our new baby. And then so long as we've started using it, you know, we are trying to do a study to see the real taste of the consumers, you understand, because that is equally important. Because for now, from the statistics, we've realized that a lot of money transactions come from these countries that I mentioned. And then especially the likes of Europe and UK and US, you know, so this is why, you know, for a start, you know, we are focused, but we are expanding, you know, and very soon we will reach out to your mbokkas also so that they can be able, you can be able to send them money. You know.
Confirm.
Yes, confirm. You know. So that is
it. So dafa mel ni loolu la ñu time may fi mu nekk nii so bu dee dafa am leneen rek li nga bëgg a yokka pour yokkal ma ko man parce que man maa am ñi maa sen.
Okay. I like that.
Parce que xam nga moom Sénégal la am dara te Sénégal aagagu fa man am naa ay nit si dëkk yi nga xam ne Q Money RIA partnership bi aaga na fa. So waxala man balaa ngaa def.
Okay, léegi pour yow. Yeah. Like lu ma njëkk a wax mooy. That is sa number 3 wala number 5. Because doo mën a jot xaalis bii nii. So amul number 3 wala number 5 bi. So loo am pour def léegi mooy. su fekkee ne amuloo number 3 wala number 5. man dama la wax nga dem uti ko de dama la dee ne nga dem jëli ko. parce que fu mu nekk waru faa nekk yow mii maa déglu nii. yow yaa ko moom demal foofu si customer care bi nga dem jëli sa number boobu noonu sa number 3 wala number 5 boobu noonu. waaye bul fàtte sooy dem yóbbaale sa ID card sa passeport wala sa driver's license pour mun a jotale sa SIM card boobu noonu. soo amee SIM card bi léegi am nga SIM card bi léegi su fekkee Aliou ma Aliou. Aliou su fekkee Aliou moo nekk Aliou mu ngi bitim réew. Aliou war laa yónnee xaalis wala mu bugg laa yónnee xaalis. Aliou lu mu soxla si yow mooy sa tour boobu noonu bi nga registré SIM card boobu noonu. ak sa number 3 wala number 5 boobu noonu loolu rek nga am pour jox Aliou. Once Aliou got that, he will be able to send you money without no hassle and in a stress-free environment.
Waaw am na ku laajte léegi na diggante Sierra Leone ak Gambia. Considering ne foofu ngi am QCell.
Wow, loolu tam we are working on that. We are working towards that. Yes, we are working towards that. You know, Sierra Leone. In fact, ñu bare ñu dee laajte even man sax during my radio programs, a lot of people ask me that question. But you lañ dee put together. You know, like waaw pour ñu mën a xam. You know where to go.
Sierra Leone moom they really need it.
Wow. In fact, very soon we will just get to Sierra Leone ak Senegal, as you rightfully say. You know, like nu ma la ko waxee la rek ñun we just go out based on the demand from the customers.
Yes, it's a gradual step, one step at a time.
And for the fact that it's a new baby, you know, we just launched it not long ago.
Tell her, because ñun Sénégal xam nga dañu ko cover
Sénégal am na lu nekk Sénégal. Man Sénégal moom te man Sénégal am na lu fa nekk de.
Waaw, am na solo trop.
Sénégal lan la?
No, dara xewul.
Yow sa Sénégal lan la?
No, Sénégal mais boss.
No, joko time.
No, you know why?
Lii dara du nobu. Fii dara du fi nobu.
Xam nga lu tax ma ko because like you know you have so many Senegalese in this country. Understand nga? Mun naa am gars yi bëgg a def transfer from Senegal fii nii. And most of them are here te ñu nga use QCell line. So for now it's important.
No, we realize nañ loolu sax, you know, and like I say, you know, we are prioritizing right now, understand? Because there's a lot of traffic, you know, like you rightfully said, diggante Gambia ak Senegal in terms of business. Understand? So I think that is something that we need to, you know, consider. And we are working towards it definitely, you know. Comme nu ma la koy ñun lu nit ñi soxla rek loolu lañ dee empower.
Moo tax ñu ne suñu boss.
Waaw, exactly, you know. So ñun dara diisut ak ñun. So lu diis rek dañ ko di oyofal.
Waaw baax na.
You know.
So jaaranka bi is that all you have?
Xam naa suñu paree dafa code vidéo yónnee ko gars yi. Soo bëggee yónnee.
So waaw loolu laay dama dee code vidéo ne dugal TikTok man ma paree code ko ñi ma war a seen
TikTok bi.
Waaw number 3 wala number 5.
Yow tamit.
Loolu am na solo nag.
Yow tamit. Fii kana fi fee toog moom mu ngi nii di lijjanti Sénégal la na fa nekk di dugga di génn biir Sénégal xamuñ lan la am Sénégal
fi mu nekk nii
non
si fa da ko corté mu yónnee ko gars yi ma ne soo bëggee yónnee déglu vidéo bi rek follow this instruction
man ñun xam nga ñun we're kings and queens from where I come from
where
ñoomi
okay
moom jaara la jógee
any answer to that
mu ne dafa ñëw mu ne bàyyi rek ñu tëj programme bi man bëgguma kenn dóor ko bëgguma kenn ñu maltraité so fi mu nekk ni ñu tëj programme bi so I'm afraid that is all that we have time for. Thank you so much for joining us on the show.
You're welcome.
We really appreciate this. So till we come your way next week with another interesting program, bye for now.
adama bu ne yelloo na ndox mu set te ndox mu set dafa bokk ci dunni doomu aadama te biir kat amul seetu waral na lépp lu fay dugg dafa war a doon li nga xamante ne ni lu indil doomu aadama bi loraange ci wàllu wérugu yaram One Stop Water Solution Limited ñu ngi fii ci biir réew taxaw temm fexe pour gis ne doomu aadama bu ne di nga naan ndox moo xamante ne ni ndex mu sell te wóor la ndax indil nañ leen ay xeetu filtres yi nga xamante ne ni mun ngeen koy jëfandikoo ci seeni pompe yi ci biir réew moo xam booxool ngay jëfandikoo wala pompe nawek yi bépp xeetu filtre bi nga xamante ne ni dina la indil wér gu yaram musal la ci loraange amal nañ leen ko ci biir réew am nañ 10-inch filter set of 3 bii nag ñett lay àndal bu ci ne ak li muy liggéey bokk na ci 5 micron pp sediment filter bii nag mooy segg ndox mi ba mu set génne fa lépp li nga xamante ne ni warta ànd ak ndox moomu bala nga koy jëfandikoo gat granule carbon filter bii nag mooy segg génne lépp lu xeetoog chemical ak organique yi nga xamante ne ñoom ñoo nekk ci biir ndox mi sellal ndox mi ba waral mu soppi li nga xamante ne moom la ndox mi di saf mu soppi cafin gi def ko ndox mu sellate óor CTO block carbon filter bii nag du yem rek ci segg ndox mi sellal ko ba mu sell waaye nag daf koy yokk ay ngéneel yi nga xamante ne ni day baax ci wér gu yaramu doomu aadama bi dëgëral waaye tamit yàggal lool sa yuur wi am nañ tamit 12-inch filter set of 3 boobu it liggéey bu nu mel lay def ñetti filter yépp benn bu nekk ak lu muy liggéey am nañ 10-inch post carbon 10-inch coconut carbon 75 GPD pure one membrane bi amal nañ leen bépp xeetu water tank tàmbalee ko ci 500 litres 5000 ba ci 1000 litres ak plumbing fittings kon nag mbokk yi bu ngeen buggee naan ndex yu sell te wóor seeti leen One Stop Water Solution Limited suñu makkaan bu mag baa nga foofa ca Sukuta Highway Mariama Kunda Johnson wala nga call ñu ci 505 5691 796 8272 One Stop Water Solution Limited ndox mu set mooy yàggal dund ni doomu